Hello and welcome to the Life of Celeb channel. In today's video, we're going to learn about the life of Kim Taehyung, the vocalist of BTS, from his early life and farming days to his success as a music star, his fame as the face of BTS, and his personal interests. So stay with us until the end of the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. On one of the cold days of December 30th, 1995, in a quiet city called Daegu in South Korea, a baby was born. A baby no one knew would one day conquer the hearts of millions with his voice, his gaze, and his presence. He was named Kim Taehyung. Kim Taehyung grew up in a simple and loving family. His father was a hard-working farmer, and his mother a kind and caring woman. Taehyung always said that since childhood he loved rural life, and his early years were full of memories of playing in green fields and running through rice paddies. He was the oldest child in the family and had a younger sister named Eunjin and a younger brother named Youngyu, whom he loved very much. From a young age, he had bright eyes and a sensitive soul. Taehyung spent most of his time with his grandparents. They played a big role in his upbringing and the shaping of his personality. He later said, "I was raised in the arms of my grandparents. They were like my second parents." In elementary school, Taehyung was a shy but kind boy. He loved music, but at that time, he still didn't know he would one day become a global star. The first time he was invited to perform in a school music event, he sang with a soft but emotional voice, and his teacher told him, "Your voice is special, never lose it." That was when the spark of love for music lit up in his heart. In middle school, he started learning the saxophone, because he always wanted to be a professional musician. His father, who saw his son's dream, encouraged him and said, "If you really love it, follow it." Taehyung studied at Gwangju Art School, a place full of musical and dance talents. He worked hard in his music classes and stood out. Everyone admired the sincerity and emotion in his voice. But the path to his dream wasn't easy. Taehyung participated in several singing contests and was rejected multiple times. Each time, he smiled and said, "It's okay, I'll sing better next time." One day, by complete coincidence, his friend registered for an audition at Big Hit Entertainment and took Taehyung along. Interestingly, Taehyung had no intention of auditioning. He just went to support his friend. But one of the judges heard his warm voice and said, "You should sing too." He hesitated, then stepped forward, sang, and at that very moment, his life changed. Taehyung was accepted, one of the few who joined the company without planning to. From then on, his tough trainee days at Big Hit began. Long hours of dancing, singing, and recording practice. Taehyung often went to bed late, exhausted and sometimes discouraged, but he never gave up. He always kept his smile and said, "If I'm going to shine, I have to burn first." Interestingly, his name was kept secret for a long time as one of BTS's hidden members. Even when the group was introduced, Taehyung's name wasn't mentioned. Until just a few days before debut, he was a mystery to fans. Finally, on June 13th, 2013, at the age of 18, Taehyung debuted under the stage name V, meaning victory, as the vocalist and visual of BTS. When he stepped on stage, his eyes were full of tears and his heart full of excitement. From that small-town boy in Daegu, he had now become a shining star on stage. Their first song, No More Dream, from the album Too Cool for School, was about the pressure society puts on youth. Back then, BTS was still unknown, and few believed that these 7 boys could one day take over the world. But Taehyung and the members gave it their all, long rehearsals, small performances, endless fatigue, yet they never gave up. Taehyung quickly drew attention with his unique, deep, warm, and emotional voice, something that made BTS stand out. In the following years, BTS released one successful album after another. 2014, School Love Affair and Dark and Wild. Taehyung shined in songs like Boy in Love and Let Me Know. 2015, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life PT1 and PT2, a special period for Taehyung. He played a big role in emotional songs like Hold Me Tight and started writing lyrics. 2016, Wings with the famous song Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the album that made BTS global. Taehyung performed his first solo song, Stigma, full of guilt and longing, revealing his true heart. He said that the song was inspired by painful memories and deep emotions. His voice was so powerful that critics said, V doesn't just sing, he makes you feel. In 2019, Taehyung released Scenery, an unofficial song, calm and poetic, about love and loneliness, which he wrote and composed himself. Later, he also released songs like Winter Bear and Sweet Night for the drama Itaewon class, which were big hits. Sweet Night even topped iTunes charts in many countries, breaking records for an independent Korean song. During this period, he became not only known as a singer, but also as an iconic visual of the group. In 2022, after BTS announced a temporary break to focus on individual projects, and Taehyung started working on his personal ventures. He collaborated with major brands, became a global model for Celine, and shined in the worlds of fashion and photography. In 2023, he released his first solo album titled Layover. The album included the songs Rainy Days, Love Me Again, Blue, Slow Dancing, and multiple versions of these tracks. The album carried a calm, romantic, and soft atmosphere, just like Taehyung's personality. Critics said the album was like walking under the rain with a loving heart. Layover topped charts all around the world and broke numerous records. In December 2023, Kim Taehyung, like other BTS members, began his military service. He joined the Special Forces Unit, a strict and demanding part of the Korean Army. Fans were worried, but Taehyung always smiled and said positively, "This is part of my journey, and when I return, I'll be stronger." During his service, photos and letters showed that he was still energetic and motivated. In 2025, Taehyung completed his service and returned with the warm welcome of millions of armies. His comeback was one of the biggest events in music. Fans flooded social media with the hashtag #WelcomeBackV. After his return, Taehyung, now more mature and experienced, decided to focus on music again. In an interview, he said, "The military taught me how precious every moment is. Now, I just want to share love and peace with my voice." Taehyung loves food. He always says that food brings peace to his soul. His favorite dishes include meat, especially Korean beef, samgyeopsal. He says a good piece of meat feels like a warm hug. Hamburgers and sushi. Spicy seafood noodles, one of his childhood favorites from Taegu. His favorite colors are black and purple. He also likes gray and olive green, saying he enjoys colors that feel nostalgic. Taehyung's fashion style is always classic and elegant. He has a great passion for fashion and always wears simple yet detailed outfits. He loves animals, especially his dog Yeontan, who passed away on December 2, 2024. At the time, Taehyung was serving in the military, but he shared the sad news with armies through a heartfelt letter. Yeontan was almost as famous as Taehyung himself. He was always by his side. Taehyung often said, "Yeontan is like my family, not just a pet." He also enjoys nature. Walking in forests, watching the night sky, and listening to the sound of rain are among his favorite things. Taehyung loves art, from painting to film and photography. His photography style is usually poetic and calm, with soft colors and a touch of nostalgia. Taehyung has a quiet, introverted, yet very deep personality. On the outside, he might seem calm or playful, but inside he has the soul of a poet and an artist. He always speaks from his heart and believes true beauty comes from within, not from appearance. He deeply values his friends, especially the BTS members, whom he calls my real brothers. This was a short look at the life of Kim Taehyung, the vocalist of BTS, from a rural boy in Taegu to a global star, from debut to military service. At every stage, Taehyung moved forward with honesty, peace, and love. He is not just a singer, but a symbol of inner beauty, emotion, and humanity. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and comment below which celebrity you'd like our next video to be about.